To Lamu in Kenya's coast, where the government, with help from China, has embarked on a mega project. The initiative, dubbed Lapsset, involves the construction of berths at the port of Lamu. The aim here is to connect the East African coast with the West Africa via road, rail and sea. Vik Chege has that story.
A sight to behold, the picturesque islands of Lamu off Kenya's coast are undergoing a transformation. This is all thanks to the Lamu Port, South Sudan-Ethiopia transport corridor, Lapsset. Upon completion, Lamu will boast of 32 deep sea berths right here. At the moment, the project is still in its initial phase. The aim of this undertaking is to connect the East African coast from Lamu Port with the West African coast at Douala Port. These piles form the backbone of the project.
Without finish the piling works, the other works cannot be commenced. Yeah.
The piles hammered into the sea form the support structures on which the berths will rest. 1,440 of them will be needed. The project has been facing enormous challenges owing to its scope and the fact that Lamu has some of the deepest natural harbors in the world.
In this project, we have two difficulties. One is the piling works, another one is the yard area compaction works. Now the piling works I think is going very well, so I'm considering about the compaction of the yard area.
The entire island is man-made, a feat achieved through dredging and land reclamation undertaken by this ship, the Tianji.
The dredge is for dredging the basin and the channel, and as the captain, I'm in charge of operating the dredger and checking its ongoing progress.
The contractor on this project is the China Communications Construction Company, CCCC. The company has in employment 500 locals and about 200 Chinese. To the locals, this is an opportunity to boost their welfare.
There are big benefits as there are almost 700 people who have an opportunity to work. At the end of the project, I think there are people who will be able to improve their living standards. I worked at the standard gauge railway in the past for 2 years, and there are things I wouldn't have been able to accomplish if I hadn't worked there.
The project is about 25% complete, with the contractor expecting to hand over the first berth next year, a second one the year after, and the third in 2020.
The Lamu Port Lamu South Sudan Ethiopia transport corridor is part of China's Belt and Road initiative, which aims at reviving ancient land and sea trade routes that link Asia with the rest of the world. Vik Chege, CGTN, Lamu, Kenya.